What's going on, guys? This your boy John the Liquidator coming back with an explosive story. This is news you can use and news you really need to listen to. Now, with that being said, we know Shedeur Sanders is currently battling it out with Deshaun Watson. Now, originally, I thought the Browns was ultimately going to tank this season. After more information is starting to come out, I don't believe that's the case. Now, do I believe Shedeur Sanders got a chance to start this year? Yes, I do. And I'm about to tell you why. I believe the Browns is feeding media right now the stories about Brendan Scrosby and other quarterbacks that they're looking at. With that being said, the Browns already have their draft picks for the draft for the most part to make trades and to make plays and do what they got to do. So them taking the season really, when you think about it, don't make a whole lot of sense. I believe they're going to give Shedeur the opportunity to play. And I believe if Shedeur Sanders pans out, they're going to keep him and not get a quarterback. But they're going to watch him fine tooth and nail. I believe if Shedeur Sanders does anything bad, they're going to draft a quarterback and bench him. That's just my theory. That's the only explanation I have that makes sense. Because what other reason would they be pushing this Brendan Scrosby news out? Now, with that being said, I want to show y'all something. And I want to play y'all something. So this was Tony Grossi today, right? So Tony Grossi said this. Now, we heard Mary Kay yesterday. Mary Kay stated that, it's still like she's not ruling it out that they're going to get Brendan Scrosby. Tony Grossi said, there's no doubt in my mind the Browns will bid on Brendan Scrosby. The question is, how high will they go? How high would they go? Now, this is Tony Grossi today speaking about Brendan Scrosby. Then you have another Cleveland reporter and another NFL analyst stated, I'm hearing they really don't want to go deal with sports gambling baggage that Scrosby would bring with him for now. The Browns are content to watch Shedeur Sanders and Deshaun Watson battle for the start of the season. Y'all see that? The content as of right now is Shedeur and Deshaun Watson battling it out. Based on that alone, I believe Shedeur is going to get an opportunity to play. The whole thing is, will he start? That's where the argument come in at. I believe we're going to see him at some point throughout the 2026 season, but we don't know if he's going to start. Now, I want to believe that they're going to start Shedeur. They just not possibly can't not start him after winning out the season. Ain't no way. You got to start him. Now, Mary Kay, once again, was on 92 The Fan, and this is what she said today.
What do you think is going on in the next 5 weeks here with Todd Monken, with Andrew Berry, as they start to make their decision about who starts for this football team? Do they already have an inkling, or are they going to go in here with a clean slate? Because before, Todd was quoted. He wanted to have a starter by training camp. Now that circumstance has changed. So what are they thinking right now?
Well, I think what happened is Shedeur Sanders came on so strong in those last probably 3-4 weeks of OTAs and minicamp that he made it impossible for them to go out there and make a decision right now. I think he kind of just put his nose to the grindstone and really studied that offense and got out there and did what he needed to do at the line of scrimmage, more so than he did in the beginning. When it came to the operation of the offense, he became way, way more efficient, just in terms of going through his progressions, getting rid of the ball, just his footwork, all of that. All of the things that you need to do to operate this offense, he became way more efficient. And they really want to see what he can do when the pads come on and when he actually has some pressure.
Now, that was Mary Kay today. Now, y'all see why my take changed? Y'all see? They want to see what Shedeur can do. Me hearing that is giving me credibility that Shedeur more than likely will get a chance to not possibly start. Not possibly play, but to possibly start. Only person that could beat Shedeur is Shedeur. Because they wasn't expecting him to come in the mini camp and ball out the way he did, but he ultimately did that, and he looked better than Deshaun Watson. Now, in this same notion, we're going to hear Mary Kay speak about Brendan Scrosby. Just like I've been telling y'all, it's Scrosby. We got to pay attention to Scrosby, dog, because I don't believe that they're going to pass up on him. Let's listen to this right here. Shedeur is the person that controls his own fate right now, because I truly believe that they're going to give him an opportunity to play. My whole take is changing after hearing all this.
Just makes me not want him even more. I gotta hear, and I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I understand.
And
this is not for everybody.
We will have guys who gamble before. Like, I'm sure some of the great quarterbacks that have ever played the game. Like, you've heard the stories about Jim Kelly on off weeks taking his guys to Atlantic City and blowing thousands on table games. I understand. Michael Jordan's one of my favorite basketball players who ever lived. We know Michael Jordan loves to gamble and loved to gamble then. I'm not anti-players gambling, but I'm trying to save my franchise.
Yeah.
I have a fan base who actively dislikes the team. The next quarterback, we just traded away a first ballot Hall of Famer. Guys, the next quarterback for this team has to get the nose up on this thing and take this franchise to a place it hasn't been before, as well as get the fans back on their side. And I'm going to do that all this coming summer for a guy who has to have his agent go out there and tell Dallas radio that he goes to church every week?
I guess his biggest fault might be he's too giving.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, Brendan Scrosby is taking a major draft hit right now, because they're saying that, actually, let's just play it. I'm going to play y'all.
Immense, or your issues with the coverage and the way people reacted to it.
I know you guys are all perfect and live by the Mother Teresa ways of the world, but how many 18-year-olds make really bad decisions? And there is never any integrity of the game violations. Everybody loves to have an opinion, and I'm so tired of watching people get on TV and blab their mouth when they have no idea what they're talking about. And unfortunately, it's not just in Brendan's situation, it's in most situations. And unless you're Brendan or Brendan's family or myself and my team, nobody really knows what happened. And the opinions out there were, you would have thought this kid committed major crimes and did the horrible things. And the reality is as an 18-year-old, he made some bad decisions from his dorm room when he wasn't traveling with the team in Indiana. But besides that, there's just so much more to the story that will come out later, that Brendan wasn't doing anything that was hurting the integrity of the game. He never bet on college football once he got on the roster, or once he was on the active travel roster at Indiana, and then he never did it at Cincinnati. So this was something he did at 18 that was really dumb, but it also is something that now he's paid the price at 22 years old.
Wow. So that's what his agent said. Now, to give y'all clarity on this Shedeur and Scrosby situation, I want to show y'all something real quick. Because y'all know men lie, women lie, the numbers ain't finna lie to you. The numbers ain't finna lie to you. Shedeur versus Scrosby, October 26, 2024. Shedeur Sanders threw 25 of 30, 323 touchdowns. 23 yards, my apologies. 2 touchdowns, 0 interception, and he rushed for a touchdown. Scrosby, 16 of 30, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Colorado Buffaloes won that game 34-23. Just to give you a little clarity on this entire situation. I truly believe Shedeur is going to get an opportunity to start this year, possibly, but only himself stands in his way. The whole narrative has changed. Maybe the reports is for real that Shedeur possibly could start. Till next time, man, shake the damn haters off. I'm out of here, guys. Peace out.